bet you didn't know summer could get this creepy. Ditch the pool, grab your drills. We're diamond painting in the shadows tonight. Each canvas sparkles with a hint of dread. Sun blazing outside, darkness creeping in. Ready to turn your staycation into a summer scare? Hit subscribe and let's paint the shadows together.
Hi everybody! You may notice some small changes in this video. Before we get started, I will just speak to the elephant in the room, which is the room. The sound might be a little bit different and the environment is absolutely different. That's because I'm traveling. So bear with me on this video because my normal, wonderful, creeptastic background is not with me, nor is my normal filming lighting and environment. So we're just gonna have to dive into this together and kind of bear with it. The camera might also be a little movie because I did not bring a camera stand with me. Sorry. Let's dive into today's video. I would like to introduce you, or maybe if you are already familiar with, reintroduce you to Forever Young. You might recognize Forever Young as the company that's been really popular with their tray system. They're like little blocky, bricky trays, little plastic flippy open trays. They can store your drills and also line them up, and you can shake them up, you can kit up in them, you can store. They come in different various sizes and sleeves and in big towers and things like that. But what you might not know is that they do sell diamond paintings, and as far as I know, a little bit more recently of a development, they now sell diamond painting minis. They sell mini diamond paintings. Yes, my friends, they do. And I got my hands on their new Gothic set. At the time I bought these were the only ones available, but I did get an email today stating that they've released a whole bunch more. So these are by far not going to be the only canvases anymore. They have a whole slew of Gothic, dark, horror type of mini kits to choose from. I'm going to show you 5 today, and we're going to kind of take a look at them and see what we see and see what it's all about. And yeah, I want to introduce you to them. That's new to me. Might be new to you too. So if so, stick around, and if it's not new to you, stick around anyway. You might see something you like. Let's dive in. What I have in front of me here are white bubble mailers. White bubble mailers. This is how the packages were shipped to me. There were 2 different shipments. In full disclosure, I purchased these 3, and these 2 were gifted to me. And this is how they each arrived. They're in a bubble mailer, and all, I'm telling you, oh, there's one, found one. There's another one. I was gonna say all the bubbles are bubbled, popped, but there's still a few surviving. It was taped up really tight. I did cut a slit down the sides so we could flip it open, and as you can see, they are snug as a bug in a rug in here. And yeah, that's how these came. Now these 2 came like this. I cut across instead of down the side. This was a little bit looser of a situation here. Same bubble mailer, it's just one less canvas, so there was some more space in here. And this is how these were shipped to me. These were shipped from China to the US, and then from a location in the US to me in the US. So kind of a little chain of mailing, but did arrive within a reasonable period of time. I believe it was within 2 weeks, so can't be mad about that. But let's dive in and see what was sent to us and check out the packaging and the canvases themselves, what's in each kit, and let's discover stuff. Our Forever Young packages unpackaged. So here's what was in each package. Now these little pamphlets were in each package, individual, separate, outside of these boxes. The first thing I did notice, though, was that each package had slightly damaged diamond painting boxes. Now, these diamond paintings are vacuum seal wrapped and in boxes, but the boxes are a bit. You might be able to see how it's concave through the middle, like right through here. It's dented in the whole length of the box. If you can see that there. And the middle box seems to be unscathed, and the other end box also concaved in the center. If you can, I'm trying to get an angle where you can like really notice it. But you might just have to take my word for it. You can kind of see damaged there a little bit. It's dented in here, see? So the boxes did get a little damaged in this package and also in this one. And this one it got squished. You can see here that the box is smashed a little bit, squished on the end here. This one looks to be a little bit better, but also concave in the center here, like the rest of them. So there is minor damage to the box. Doesn't appear from looking on the outside that the interior contents have been damaged at all, but just something to note. It was a bubble mailer. Most of the bubbles were popped, so it did get beat up a little bit, and some of the outer packaging is damaged. The second thing I noticed is while I was looking at the packaging, which we'll go over, the packaging was that there's no picture of what is included, like which hello hi, which image is in here. We just have some characters. That is a language I do not read. I do not read characters. I do have characters similar to this on the back of my neck in the form of a tattoo, and I know what they allegedly say because it's what I asked for, but who really knows what they say because I can't read this. So this I assume is identifying information as to the contents, because on a brief inspection, and like I said, I'll go over this with the packages with you here in a second, but on a brief inspection I saw nowhere that in English or in picture told me what's inside each one of these exactly, like which canvas is which. But we'll get there. Let's go ahead and go there now. Let's start. So each of these boxes came vacuum sealed. They all look the same on the outside. There's nothing that distinguishes one canvas from another, though these are all supposed to be different canvases. It says DIY diamond painting, and we do have the Forever Young logo. Good service as always. Something I also noticed about these packages is their logo is off center. It's off center. It's over here a little bit, and so are the words, you know, and so is the square. Found that interesting. We have some generic kind of diamond painting stuff there. On the side of the boxes we have some pretty flowers and diamond painting related imagery there, and then it says package included colorful full rhinestones, high definition painting canvas, stone diamond tray, drill pin, painting mud. This is interesting to me. Let's kind of look at this and break it down a little bit. It says high definition painting canvas. What? I have never seen a diamond painting canvas described as high def before, and I'm gonna be real honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what that means, if it means anything special. It's gonna be something I'm gonna look into and tell you and find out, is there a such thing as high definition diamond painting canvas? Is that different than any other canvas we get? I'm curious. The concept of high definition applies to diamond painting canvases in relation to the clarity and detail of the printed design. Clear and easy readable symbols, sharp and vibrant colors, detailed images, and high quality materials is what makes a canvas high def. Stone diamond tray. Just judging from the weight or lack thereof of this package, I think there's a translation error. It does not feel like there is a stone, like a diamond painting tray made of stone in this box. And I mean, diamond tray probably would have been sufficient. I don't know what the stone designation is. I guess they mean like diamond stone. Diamond drills maybe would have been is the stone translation. Does that make sense? But then they use drill pen here. The descriptions are a little interesting and kind of off to me, but and then painting mud. I'm curious what painting mud is. Judging from the cost of the canvases and what I believe is probably translation issues, you know, I'm thinking painting mud is probably going to be wax. I would assume that's what most kits come standard with. And then on the back of the box, it has instructions and the off-centered logo again here, and instructions. Looks like it shows us kind of what's in here. A standard tray, a couple waxes, a multi-placer, some tweezers, a pen, and a squishy finger nubbin. Can assume that that's what's going to come in here. And then we have instructions on how to use their kit. So it's just general diamond painting instructions, but they do a pretty good job of like really breaking down diamond painting step by step by step. The opposite side, we also have another list, the same as this side, of what is included in the package. Nothing different. And we have the Chinese characters down here, which I assume it translates into what the image is in the box, and the top of the box is plain. The reason I feel like this is probably describing what's in the boxes because the characters are different. So I'm assuming they say some different stuff, which would translate into what the images are in the box. So that's what the boxes and the packaging looks like. We do get a pamphlet with our package. Let's look into this. The pamphlet that comes in here is actually quite detailed. It's basically a catalog of what Forever Young currently offers. They start off talking about their really popular trays, these like tray bricky situations. There are 2-in-1 tray. They can be used for storing your drills and as a diamond painting tray, so there's no more pouring out of one apparatus into a tray, painting and then pouring back in. It's all contained in one. You just open the lid, diamond paint, close the lid, grab your next color. And it goes into a very great detail about those trays in particular, the benefits of them, the features of them, the variety that they offer, both numerically and storage wise. Like here's the sleeve I was talking about, here's the tower I was talking about. It does talk quite at length about those. Then they feature their other trays and the benefits of those trays. They do offer actual diamond painting trays, and it looks here like they have some special pouring features. They have some ergonomic diamond painting elevated at an angle feature situation. There looks to be a lid here, so they're talking about some of their other trays. And then they are talking about color offerings of those trays here. They're showing us that they have diamond bag storage racks, and basically it's a box with slats in it that are numbered. So if you work out of baggies, you would just put your baggies in each of these slats here and get to work. They're talking about their MiniGem diamond paintings, which we're going to look at here in just a minute. Introducing those. They're also introducing something they have pretty unique, a diamond painting growth chart. So if you're one of those people that like to measure your kid's height and mark it on a wall, you can now diamond paint a strip and put it right on up there, and it'll tell you how tall your kid is, or you. I mean, heck, yeah, no judgment. There's diamond painting customs. So they do custom diamond paintings, and they're advertising us hand-charted diamond paintings. And they also sell drills, and they're showing us the various kinds. They have ABs, sugar dust diamonds, crystals, metallics, jelly glitter, and glow in the dark. So if you're looking to buy drills, you can find them here, and they have some contact for customer service and after sales support. QR codes here if you need it. That's, I mean, pretty nice to see what their different product offerings are, the details about those product offering categories and how to reach them. And I mean, as far as pamphlets included in packages go, I don't find this offensive. I find it very nice, informative, and I learned some new things. I learned some things about stuff I didn't know they had and stuff I knew they had, but features about those things that I didn't realize. So pretty cool. No prices listed in there though. I guess for that you have to go to the website, but at least you know what Forever Young has to offer. More than just trays. They now have diamond paintings and drills and customs and other trays and all kinds of stuff. So definitely check it out if you're interested. But without further ado, let's dive into these boxes and find out what are their diamond painting mini kits all about, and are they any good? Okay, my friends, I couldn't unbox like live action because I'm here by myself. I don't have my camera stand and I can't do it one-handed. So here is the shrink wrap vacuum seal situation that was on the outer part of this box. Here is the box. It was a open flip top type of box. We looked at that, and here's what came in the box. We have a sleeve of individually baggied drills. These are square drill kits, and they have the DMC on here, the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be on the legend, and the weight of the drill. They're individually baggied and kitted up if you don't mind working out of baggies, especially in a situation like this where I'm traveling. Very handy to have that. It did come with 2 packages, like 2 kits. One seems to have some blue wax, a generic tray of pouring life, very nice long pouring spout. I like to see that. A basic diamond painting pen with a single place bronze nib tip. We do have the second package with more wax, 2 finger nubbin squishies, and some multi-placers. A drill straightener is in here, an angled single placer, which I happen to prefer. So that's nice. We have various single and multi-placer options for our pen. Got tons of wax and some finger protectors. Then there was this inventory sheet. The first thing I noticed about this inventory sheet is how monstrously huge these stickers are. They're huge. So if you are going to move your drills from the baggie into a container like an Elizabeth Ward or a jar or a Tic Tac, these are likely going to be too big for that. They're huge compared to normal size stickers. For example, like magic, this jar appeared here. This is a DMC label sticker. Okay, there's the size of it. Here it is in comparison to the sticker on this label sheet. Do you see size-wise how different that is? How much bigger? Let's really look. Look how much bigger that is. That is monstrous. So yeah, I mean, something to consider when you're considering kitting up and how you want to work these stickers. Pretty freaking chunky. This is a sticker sheet, so these will stick onto baggies or whatever other container that you might try to find to fit on there. This, however, the thumbnail is not perforated, but you could cut it out. This entire sheet is sticky. There are some QR codes to find Forever Young on socials, and here they're promoting their product. It says factory direct pricing for unbeatable value. They have the most comprehensive selection of diamonds available on the market. They craft on premium silk flocking canvases. Enjoy a free preview of your custom design before you order. So if you order a custom, you can get a free preview of it. You can choose to add special drills like ABs, glow, sugar dust, crystal, jelly. I'm assuming metallics are probably an option too. It was in their little pamphlet, and more. And it's crafted on high quality silk flocked canvas for a luxurious, durable masterpiece. And that's available in both square and round. And then it tells you how to diamond paint and gives you a visual aid. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Nothing else on the back. Then we have the canvas itself, what we've been waiting for. Here is our MiniGem canvas. It says foreveryoungdiy.com at the bottom. Add a little magic to your diamond painting, and there's the logo up here. The name of the canvas is called Caged Within, and it has the SKU number, which looks familiar. Yep, it sure does, because it's on the baggies. So you don't have to worry about getting things confused. Now we know the name that we could not read on the outside of the box. We know that it said Caged Within. It appears to be a heart with a skeleton hand. And you guys, I know that these are minis, but I was actually kind of shocked at how mini a mini canvas is. I want to give you an idea here. So this canvas, square resin drills, by the way, these are resin drills according to the company, a little square situation. But this is a ephemera 3D deep 6 washy bottom tray. Why is it called deep 6? Because it's 6 inches long. There we go, folks. I mean, it's pretty much a 6-inch tall canvas, and the tray itself pretty much covers most of the image. If you have an ephemera 3D totem or deep 6 tray, you pretty much can, I mean, that's the size of the whole canvas, not even just the image. I mean, look, the image is smaller than a deep 6, a 6-inch tray. Pretty small. I don't have a tape measure with me this time. Like I said, I'm traveling. I'm sorry. This is a 4x5 cover paper, and it is more than enough to cover the entire image. So you could bring a cover paper with you if you felt better about it while you're working and traveling, and that will cover the entire image for you. That is the size. This is the size of the canvas, my friends, for comparison. When they say mini, they mean mini. Mini as in M-I-N-I, not M-A-N-Y. Though they do have many to choose from, these are mini. They're pretty darn small. I believe these were ranging in price from $10 to $12 a canvas. Each one of these is $10 to $12. So however that factors into your budgetary diet, if you will, there you go. So now we've seen everything that comes in a Forever Young Mini Gem kit. And yeah, the things that stand out to me the most are that on the packaging, we cannot identify unless you can read that. Apparently that says Caged Within. We cannot read or in any way decipher what canvas is in the box if we don't read the language on the bottom. There's nowhere on here is the name of the canvas in English or a picture of the canvas. I do like that the drills come individually bagged. Good for instances like this when you're traveling. It has the DMC and the serial code and all that stuff, so you don't have to worry about getting things confused or mixed up. It's all like right in there. They do appear to be pretty clean, good quality drills just at first glance, though I'm seeing this scares me. I hope those aren't loose in the package. Yikes. But yeah, there's our color palette here on this one. Some mauves, roses, reds, black, and some gray blue here. It does give us more than enough tools to work on just this kit. The stickers are huge. The stickers are huge. That is concerning to me. It doesn't really need to be that big, but it's nice that the inventory sheet is stickered and the canvas is tiny, as implied by mini. Again, I mean, what did I expect? But I guess I expected that it would be small, but not quite this small. My next question is going to be, after this video, how long does it take to actually do one of these. I'm very curious. I'm going to do one and find out. But in any event, here's one. Now that we've seen the entire contents, let's take a look at the other images that I got in this like dark Gothic set. Before I put this canvas away, I will tell you the canvas is a little bit stiff. It does want to hold that roll. Obviously it was rolled up in the box. It does kind of want to hold that roll a little bit, but nothing offensive. And it does have poked scalloped edges and a silk flocked backing. Here's the second canvas that I got in the set. This one is called Skull Garden. And the first thing I noticed is that everything that came in the contents was the same. It came packaged the same way. We got the same two packages with diamond art tools, and the drills came packaged the same. These are also squares. I believe they're all squares. And they're labeled the same way. Here's the color palette on this one, very similar to the other. First one had 16 colors, this one has 12. But what is unique about this is that it is larger than the first little mini gem. So I guess the mini gem kits come in different sizes. They're still small, bite-sized kits, but they do come in different sizes. Interesting and unexpected. Did not realize they came in different sizes. Traveling staycation. So yeah, this is the second canvas we've gotten. Let's see what others there are. Just a quick side note, as I'm unpackaging another canvas, the box is holographic. If you wanted to see what the holo looks like on the box, there it is. And here is our third canvas. This one's called Shattered Bloom. It has 22 colors as indicated here, and here they are. Here's our color palette. See some maroons, some more blues, light blue and like medium, kind of blue-green, blue-gray, blue-blue, beige. There's some black and rose colors in here. And then here is our canvas. And again, this one is longer but more narrow. So they come in like different sizes and shapes. This is longer and more narrow than the last one, which is right here. As you can see, this canvas is a little wider, just maybe. Now that I have them laying on top of each other, it's not wider, it's just a little bit longer. Just a smidge, that much longer than that one. And quite a bit bigger than the smallest one that we have so far. There you go for some size comparison. Here you are. Let's see what's in the other two boxes. Here is our fourth canvas. This one's called Wings of Gaze. Here's the thumbnail there for that. Looks to be butterfly on a cross, perhaps, with butterfly wings and one of these eyes in the center. This has 13 colors. Again, square resin drills, pre-labeled for us to work out of if we choose. And this one is right here in this little square situation, very dark, lots of color blocking on this one. And how does this compare with the other small one? Because I feel like this one looks a little bigger. Yeah, that's definitely bigger. So here's how it compares with the first one that we looked at, which was about a 4x5 canvas drill field situation. And it's smaller than the second and third ones that we looked at. So we're getting a variety of sizes here, you guys. We've got postcard sized, we've got, you know, small picture frame size, we've got some that are longer and some that are squarer, some that are smaller. I like that there's a variety. I didn't realize that when I ordered the ones that I ordered. And full disclosure, this is one of the ones that Forever Young sent me in order to show you guys more of the Gothic set and offer you the code you've been seeing on the screen. Yay! Discount codes. Who doesn't love a discount? Who? If you said you don't love a discount, you a liar. Let's go check out the last canvas and then look at everything as a whole and wrap this up. And here we have the canvas titled Judgment Eye. Again, we're seeing this eye make an appearance in one of these canvases. This is the largest of the set of 5 that I received, and it has 20 colors, resin square drills. We have a lot, most of these kits have a lot of blue, I noticed. A lot of blue. We do have some blacks, a pop of yellow, some yellow, gold, and some white on here. A lot of color blocking, but this seems to be the largest canvas. Here's a look at the thumbnail there, and it appears that we have like the gold trim. It almost looks like a shield, perhaps. There's a small cross at the top. There's one dark wing and one light wing. And there's the Judgment Eye, some crystals coming down here. Very pretty indeed. And how does this compare to the one we just looked at? It's a little bit bigger. Here's like the tallest one that we got. And it appears to be a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest one that we've gotten in the set. Any parent who's done school pictures knows this looks pretty close to an 8x10, although I don't see measurements on here unless is this the centimeters? 19 by 24. It could be. That might make sense. Let's look at another canvas. Let's look at this shattered situation. This says 13 by 22. So the second number is how tall it is, because this is just barely shorter. All right, so the dimensions are on there. It's just they don't designate it with centimeters, so I wasn't really sure. It just kind of looked like numbers. And then we have this one was 16 by 16.6. It's interesting that it's not 16 by 16 centimeters. This little one here is 8.6 by 12.4 centimeters. Okay. And this one here is 13.6 by 18.8 centimeters. So we do have measurements on there. It's just not clearly designated anywhere. Let's take a look at what all we got laid out nice for us to look at and wrap this up. And here we are, you guys. Here are all 5 canvases that we unboxed today. MiniGems from Forever Young. And these are on sale now. These and more. They've expanded this gothic horror dark image to include more images and sizes. I definitely encourage you to go check them out at foreveryoungdiy.com. And if you decide to purchase something, do consider using my code and get yourself a little something off, because like I said, who doesn't love a discount? And if you're curious what one of these looks like finished, don't go anywhere just yet. I will show you what one looks like when it's complete. Here is the completed Caged Within 8.6 by 12.4 diamond painting. It's the smallest one in the set. For a full post review, stay tuned. That's coming soon. Stay naughty.